This is no accident. You did not stumble across this message by mere chance. The universe, fate, or perhaps something far greater than we can comprehend, has guided you here for a reason. Someone is reaching out, urging you to awaken to a truth that has been hidden from your sight. There is a name, a presence, looming within your life. And that name begins with the letter R. Whether it is Richard, Rachel, Rebecca, Robert, or another name bearing this initial, this person holds a significant place in your world. They are interwoven into your path, tied to your fate, and their role in your life is far from random. But heed this warning. Something crucial is unfolding, and if you do not uncover it now, it may soon be too late. The signs have already been there, subtle but persistent. Perhaps it is a feeling you cannot shake, a shift in their behavior that you have brushed aside, a conversation that left you unsettled in ways you could not explain. God, or the forces beyond, does not want you to ignore this any longer. You must not overlook this warning. But why? Why would someone take the time to caution you about this individual? What could they be concealing? What could possibly be at stake? The answers may not be clear to you yet, but make no mistake, they will be revealed. And when they are, will you be ready to accept them? The divine has a way of preparing us for battles we do not yet see, dangers that lurk beneath the surface of our everyday lives. This message may be that very preparation. Are you ready to grasp the importance of this warning? Know this, the angels are watching over you. The hand of fate is guiding you toward the truth, but the question remains, will you listen? Chapter 1. The Mystery of the Initial R. 1.1 Who is this person with the letter R? Take a moment. Close your eyes. Let your mind search through the people in your life. Who stands out? Is it a family member, a close friend, a coworker, or someone you have only recently encountered? This person, whether they are deeply woven into your daily existence or hovering on its outskirts, holds more weight in your story than you may realize. Their actions, their words, and even their silence are shaping the direction of your path. Have you sensed something off about them? Perhaps you've dismissed it, telling yourself it was nothing, just a momentary lapse in judgment, an overactive imagination. But deep down, you know better. The truth has been whispering to you, calling to you, urging you to see what lies beneath the surface. Sometimes, the ones closest to us are the hardest to truly see. We trust them. We grow comfortable in their presence, and yet, it is in this comfort that deception can take root. God is sending you this message because He sees what you cannot. It could be a betrayal you haven't yet uncovered, a lie wrapped in kindness, a hidden agenda concealed behind a familiar smile. Or it could be something more. A test, a lesson, a divine intervention steering you toward wisdom. Whatever the case, you must now open your eyes. Have they been distant lately? More involved in your affairs than usual? Do their words not quite match their actions? Pay attention. The smallest details may reveal the biggest truths. 1.2 Not all warnings are bad. Before fear takes hold, understand this. Not all warnings are meant to terrify you. Some come as gifts, as shields, as tools to sharpen your awareness. This message is not meant to paralyze you, it is meant to empower you. God does not send messages of warning without reason. He sends them to protect, to reveal, to guide. Perhaps this individual was placed in your life for a reason. Perhaps their presence is a lesson, a mirror reflecting something you need to see within yourself. But be cautious, they may also be a test. A challenge meant to strengthen you. A force either meant to elevate or to obstruct your destiny. Your intuition has likely felt the shifts, the moments where something seemed off. You may have dismissed it, choosing to believe in the good of those around you. But faith does not mean blindness. Faith means discernment. This is your moment to reassess, to look closer, to acknowledge the signs rather than explain them away. This person, this R, may not be who you believe them to be, or they may be someone far more important than you ever realized. The truth is unfolding, and whether it brings revelation or reckoning, you must be ready. Chapter 2. The Risk of Blind Trust. 2.1 The Dangers of Trusting Too Easily. Trust is a double-edged sword. It can build unshakable bonds, but it can also be the very thing that leads to ruin. We trust because we want to believe in the goodness of others. We trust because it is easier than questioning. But sometimes trust blinds us. And sometimes that blindness is what destroys us. The person in your life whose name begins with R, can you say with absolute certainty that their intentions are pure? That their words align with their actions? That their presence in your life is truly for your benefit? Do not let comfort dull your instincts. God is asking you to dig deeper. Have they been inconsistent in their behavior? Do they avoid direct answers when confronted? Have they manipulated situations to suit their own needs? Do they act differently around others compared to how they act with you? These are the questions you must begin asking yourself, not out of paranoia, but out of wisdom. We are warned for a reason. We are given intuition for a reason. And when messages such as these reach us, it is not a coincidence. It is a call to action. 2.2 Could they be hiding something? Secrets have a way of revealing themselves. Lies have a way of unraveling. The truth, no matter how deeply buried, will always find its way to the surface. Perhaps this individual is concealing something from you. Perhaps their intentions are not as innocent as they seem. Or perhaps they, too, are struggling with something unseen, something they are afraid to reveal. But make no mistake, what is hidden will soon be brought to light. Have they been acting strangely? Have they suddenly become more distant or more involved? Are they evading certain topics? Is there an unspoken tension that lingers in their presence? Do not ignore these signs. They mean something. Stay vigilant, because the moment of truth is approaching. This is just the beginning. The warning has been given. The message has been delivered. Now it is up to you to decide what you will do with it. Will you listen, or will you let the truth slip through your fingers? The choice is yours. Chapter 3. Divine Protection and Why You're Receiving This Message. 3.1 God's Watchful Eyes Over You. This warning is not meant to instill fear, but to strengthen your awareness. God watches over you, ensuring that you are not led astray by deception. The person with the initial R may be a protector or a disruptor. The key lies in discerning their true purpose in your life. You are being guided for a reason. The universe does not speak without purpose, and this message has reached you at this moment because the time is right. There is something you must uncover, something that must come to light before it is too late. Have you ever felt as though unseen forces were protecting you? A near-miss accident, an intuitive decision that saves you from harm, a whisper of doubt before making a choice. These moments are not coincidences, they are divine interventions. And this message, this warning, is yet another one. If your heart feels restless, if your mind is filled with uncertainty, it is because you were meant to look deeper. 3.2 The role of the R in your destiny. Not everyone who crosses our path is meant to stay. Some are lessons, some are trials, and some are divine assignments. This R in your life, are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Do they bring clarity or confusion? Are they leading you toward your purpose, or are they steering you away from it? You must now make a choice. Will you open your eyes and see the truth? Will you listen to the warnings that have been placed before you? Or will you ignore them, only to regret it when the truth is revealed too late? The choice is yours. 3.3 What comes next? This is not the end of the message, only the beginning. What you do now will determine what happens next. Stay vigilant, pay attention to the signs, and most importantly, trust that you are being guided toward the truth. Something is coming. Be ready. 4.1 The moment of truth approaches. The warning has been given. The signs have been placed before you. And yet, the greatest test is still ahead. Something is shifting in the fabric of your reality. The shadows of uncertainty are beginning to clear, and soon you will see whether you are ready or not. The individual whose name begins with R holds a thread that is woven tightly into your destiny. But is it a golden thread of purpose or a fraying rope leading to your downfall? That answer, in part, depends on what you do next. Your instincts have been whispering, urging you to notice what you have ignored for too long. But whispers are fleeting. Now, the voice of truth is growing louder. Will you listen? 4.2 What are they hiding? Secrets are like cracks in a mirror. At first, they seem small, insignificant, but given time, pressure, and the right circumstances, they will spread until the entire reflection is shattered beyond repair. This person, this R in your life, has their own cracks, and whether they intend to or not, They have been revealing them. A slip of the tongue that didn't sit right with you. An inconsistency in their story that you brushed aside. An emotion in their eyes that didn't match the words they spoke. Every detail matters now. You were not meant to remain in the dark. Are they hiding something from you? Or is there a truth about them that you have refused to see? 4.3 The weight of denial. Denial is a comforting lie we tell ourselves to avoid the sting of reality. It is easier to believe in someone's kindness than to face the possibility of betrayal. But ease is not the path to wisdom, awareness is. You must ask yourself, have you been overlooking red flags because you fear the truth? Have you been making excuses for their behavior? Have you felt a growing distance between the version of them in your mind and the one standing before you? There is no shame in realizing that you have been deceived. The only tragedy is refusing to acknowledge it when the truth finally stands before you, waiting to be recognized. Chapter 5. When the truth is revealed. 5.1 A reckoning is coming. There will be a moment, perhaps soon, when the illusion shatters. You will see something, hear something, feel something, and in that instant you will know with absolute certainty who this person truly is. Will it be a betrayal uncovered? A deception unmasked? Or will it be something else, an unexpected revelation that changes everything? The weight of the unknown is heavy, but remember, you are not powerless. 5.2 The power of choice. God, fate, or the universe has placed this message before you not to instill fear, but to give you power. You have a choice. You can continue down the path of blind trust, pretending that nothing is amiss. Or you can step into the light of truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. What will you choose? To confront the truth head-on, no matter the cost. To prepare yourself for what is coming. To trust in the guidance that has been placed before you. The decision is yours. Chapter 6. The final warning. 6.1 The last sign before everything changes. This is the final moment before the storm. If you have ignored the previous warnings, let this be the one you finally heed. Watch closely. In the coming days, something will happen, a sign that cannot be ignored. A conversation. A revelation. A moment that forces you to see the truth. And when that moment arrives, you must be ready. You must act. The clock is ticking. Will you listen before it's too late?